Ja. Jawel, ik ben alleen een beetje moe. We waren YouTube aan het kijken, maar kan zo meteen? Tot hoe laat wil je het max?
Ja, laat het 5. Ik ga nu douchen.
Na het douchen?
Ik kan niet doen.
Let's see. Are we live right now? We are. Didn't mean to open that. Whoops. Ow! I just scratched the fucking thing on my hand. You okay? What's wrong? Lay it on me.
Nothing.
Then why'd you look like that, bro?
I'm telling you.
Oh. I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off. Sorry. Okay. What are we finna watch?
You
ever gonna visit Iceland? No, I don't fly.
Oh, bro.
Catch a predator. Oh,
I just ripped
anything.
the scab on my thingy, bro.
On your what?
On that cut on my hand.
Oh! Show me.
Show you?
Mhm.
I don't know if you can see. I like peeled it back. I am getting so hot. It's so echoey. What's echoey? Like you can hear the her also, or like am I echoey?
I mean, I muted myself on FaceTime, so.
Nah, it's definitely me. It might be picking up both audios. It's so echoey. How are
It's
you?
so emo. What?
The call? The call is echoey. Let me see. I think it's because it's picking up. I don't know, man. I'll fix it in a sec. Hold on. Let me give me a second, man. Amara, you still here? I am. Why is it blurry, bro? I hate whenever. I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. The call is echoey. Oh wow. What are we looking for? How to catch no. Catch a predator. Catch a predator. Catch a Which one should we watch? Holy cow.
Catch a rrr is insane.
How to catch a rrr. To catch a rrr.
What is a rrr?
Getting so hot. I'm about. What's a rrr? You. Preds. You know, I already caught a pred before, bro, and he's not a good guy. What's up, Maya?
Voices.
Art?
You talking to your voices?
Yeah, I talk to my voices every night, you know.
We can tell.
Thank you, man.
Loser.
Thanks. I never look at chat, bro. I've been reading out the chat the whole time. I just said hi, Mia. I never get that, man. What am I? What should we watch? Why is there only Jadeon? Why is he the only guy catching Preds? I called a police officer.
It's like normal.
So you
an arrest because we.
Nah, this is definitely fake, bro. I'm gonna see some real shit, man. Chris Hansen.
This 32.
I know who you are, Chris Hansen, but I calls you Chris Handsome.
Why did you ask?
Guys, it works.
Bro, what is going on? Where did you find? Where did you find all those videos at? Who's the predator? Yes, ma'am, you.
I just searched it.
What'd you search?
Like catching predators. That's all.
I'm gonna catch you.
Oh.
Catching predators.
Let's have
Is
fun.
the chat delayed, bro? Or y'all just not talking? Good talk. Nurse at Catholic Church Hospital confronted for chats with getting things for nachos? Bro's always eating nachos.
The following media you are about to watch is for educational purposes only. Please do not conduct these activities at home. These operations are conducted by...
So is that legit or like I'm confused? I'm not going back. Hold on, bro. Let me see, bro. Let me find a good one. I'm finna go on Twitter at this point. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You know that well you're gonna start gooning when you open Twitter.
Okay. What?
Good stream.
Goon. Bro, there's no videos. Fiend. Ooh. Belt to ass, BBL.
Wait, you have this channel. It's called To Catch a Predator, I think. I don't know if it still exists, but
To Catch a Predator. You know who I like? Who I used to watch? That redheaded dude who got like he got exposed for saying the hard R, but he got canceled. But he used to make like good predator catching videos. Bro, where are they at?
nah, that shit's gone. I feel like YouTube just deletes it or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
She said she was 15. You were saying.
I feel like they only keep Jadeons up because they're fake. They're not real. They're not real catching videos. Like, I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off.
Otherwise, we can just like watch like police like footage, you know, like body camera.
Now you're speaking my language. I do like the predator catching videos though. I don't know why. Discord mod has to break down everything.
This has to do with
Right.
Is blowing up right now. 2000 Swag is taking over TikTok, and if you're not making these
Sorry, I just got lost in the sauce for a second. Gops.
Dude.
Were animations?
This happened about 5 years ago when I was 21.
That Llama?
Me and my friend Seth got into this app which showed you ghosts.
Yeah!
You go out ghost hunting.
She right there!
Yeah!
Oh, Nina!
Yeah!
Good shit! That's some good shit! Right there!
Bro! Yeah! Yeah. Sorry.
Right there.
I want to go to the. Should I just watch the compilation or?
Yeah. I mean, Corey has them as well. I don't know if you want to watch.
Do I want to watch Corey react to? Do I want to watch Corey react to the video that we're already watching? Why not just make my own reaction to the video?
Because people love Corey, and they will just join because they see Corey instantly. But okay, you don't want to like that, so I don't. Chat, am I on to something?
Honestly, bro, to be honest, dude.
Do whatever you want to do.
To be honest, bro,
I don't give a shit about a damn one.
Sometimes a dot would appear on
I don't
one
care
of
about
our
getting
phones
arrested.
and it would say red
How you almost
letters.
cut your finger off,
You would
Mia?
ask,
How's that
"How did you
possible?
die?" And stuff like that. And sometimes the
Yeah, I
answer
cannot
was
hear
mostly
anything.
You
random.
can't hear?
One night.
No,
Like at all? Turn my stream up.
it is.
Oh yeah, I had it turned down. My fault. My fault. OG. My fault. My fault. OG. My fault. My fault. OG. My fault.
Take
My
your
fault.
time.
OG. My fault.
Take
My
your
fault. OG.
time.
My fault. My fault. OG.
Take your time.
Can y'all see? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear the stream? Audio of game.
Night around 2 a.m., Seth
Kenny-
suggested
Kenny,
going to the
hit it,
cemetery to
Kenny,
see if the
hit
app
it,
picked
God.
anything up. I was hesitant, but I nervously agreed. We started making our way through the neighborhood towards the cemetery. It was weird as the streets are normally lined with cars, but they were empty on this night. We walked down the middle of the road with the app running, but it wasn't picking anything up.
Wait, babe, say something?
We finally made it to the cemetery,
Hello?
which was a small, family-owned one where they only buried their...
Hold up, twin. Hold up. Oh, that's what it is. That's why it's echoing. Okay, okay.
Put that there. That's
Is that
why I
all
said
you've
no.
got?
I told him to stop disrespecting the dead and we should leave. He tried being funny, saying,
Oh, I'll make them show up.
and jumped the gate and started stomping on the graves while screaming.
Queens would have been
Come
better.
on, show
What
us
is that?
something.
All of a sudden, our phones said something at the same time. I looked down at my phone and it was there. We both just stood there, looking at each other when 10 or so red dots appeared on the radar, and it said it again. When I looked back up from my phone, Seth was next to me. I said,
We have got to go.
As soon as I said
What?
that, we could hear the street lights turning off one by one from the top of the street, getting closer to
Where
us.
did you have the knife at
We
on your
took off
damn
running as
nightstand?
fast as we could. We got about halfway into the neighborhood before running out of breath and having to stop. I felt like I was gonna throw up from being scared and winded. Then I heard my phone say something. It was muffled, but I knew what it said. Being too scared to look at my phone, I looked at Seth, who looked terrified. He nodded at me to get my phone out, so I slowly pulled it out, and it said my name across the top. I turned my phone off and said,
Breaking alarm.
Screw this. I'm done.
We made our way back to my house and had a cigarette to calm down.
I'm
We were
done.
talking about what just happened, almost
I'm
not
done.
believing it, when I heard my phone again. This time it was my sister's name. We just stood there,
What?
frozen.
What are you talking about? With a knife. I was trying to break a alarm, but my hand slipped. That's literally what she just said. You trying to break an alarm? I got no idea
The
what the
knife
Zion
is
saying.
insanity.
I don't know. I'm having a stroke.
Not saying a word, when it went off again and said my brother's name. I took my phone out, turned it on, and deleted the app. I asked Seth to stay the night, but he refused. I can't blame him. When I finally got to sleep that night, I dreamt a muffled voice repeating a word over and over.
Oh shit.
I started to wake up and the words
Why you
became clearer.
alone?
My phone was off, with the battery out. But when I turned it over, it was lit up with the app running. It had a red dot about 6 feet from me, still repeating.
Mm.
The hell?
Yeah, it's over for you, buddy.
Why would he just pass out?
I woke up the next morning and went to the bathroom. I had a razor thin cut from my left shoulder to my right hip.
God,
I don't know what
Why,
happened that
bro?
night, and nothing has happened to me since. Needless to say, I don't mess with that kind of stuff anymore.
You're cursed now, buddy.
Needless to say, I don't mess with that kind of stuff anymore.
Okay.
So, Aguila. 2 disturbing horror stories. The animation is always clean.
Over the
bro.
weekend, about 15
It's like really
coworkers
crispy.
and myself had our company trip to the Stanley Hotel in
It's like
Estes Park,
satisfying to look at.
known for
Yeah.
being
Like
Stephen
cartoon.
King's inspiration for The Shining. We took an 8 p.m.
What?
ghost tour where we joined about 15 other people to get guided around the property and told stories about its history
And the voice
and
acting
creepy
as well,
things
to
that
be
are said to
honest.
have happened. We were told to take a lot of
Nice.
pictures, I'm sure to try and capture orbs or ghosts. Many green orbs were caught in pictures, but I don't think anything is as creepy as this photo taken by my coworker. A little girl in a hot pink dress who was definitely not on our tour. And apparently, years ago, a young girl who was 12 to 13 by the name of Lucy was squatting in the basement of the concert hall, which is where this photo was taken, and she was discovered upon plans to begin some construction. She was forced to leave, and the night got below freezing. So she froze to death.
What?
Everyone on my tour has
Right.
vouched that this girl was not on our tour. I mean, who wouldn't remember someone wearing hot pink? The man pictured as our tour guide, no one would have been in front of him. I am convinced that this is the ghost of Lucy. Just one more added note, though I doubt anyone would believe me. But there was only one time throughout the tour where I felt any strange energy or feeling. And it was right there, headed down to the basement of the concert hall.
What the hell?
Oh no!
What's that? Plain white sauce? Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
What is this?
This happened a few weeks ago when I was walking home from school,
I don't
excited
know
that my
what the
freshman
hell
year
that
was coming to an
I
end.
don't know.
It was a Tuesday night when I was turning in my last essay for history. I left it to the last minute and the teacher actually made me complete it before I could go home. I hated my teacher for that. Around 8 p.m., I had finished that goddamn essay and was walking home. The rain had stopped and there was a beautiful sunset. Suddenly, I noticed something. There was a red 2016 Toyota Camry right behind me. I got goosebumps thinking it was following me. I didn't look back and started walking in my apartment's direction. I wanted to go to a busy road to feel safer. Just then, the car sped up, stopping right next to me. A middle-aged man asked me where I was headed and suggested to drop me off. I said no thanks, but the man wouldn't leave and insisted. I wanted to tell the man to just fuck off, but I took off running instead. I heard a loud noise and at the same time felt something I can only describe as a sharp vibration hitting my flesh.
Damn.
I fell to the ground not knowing what happened.
Bro, taste
Out
him?
of adrenaline, I was about to get up and run
Did
again
you get
as I
shot?
felt a heavy arm grab me by the mouth. Then the pain set in.
What?
I realized that I was shot. There was another man next to him that searched my pockets. He grabbed my phone and threw it on the
He
ground
just had a cut on
as
his
he
face.
tied
Where did
my
it go?
legs and taped my mouth. They quickly put me into the trunk of their car
Oh, just-
and then started driving. I could feel that we
Just
were
threw
going
him in
very
like he was
fast,
nothing.
and I'm sure that we hadn't stopped at all for a good 30 minutes. I was feeling my blood soaking into my shirt, which scared me the most. I was certain that I was going to die. I was thinking about my parents and what they would feel when they heard that I was missing. Then the car came to a stop. By some miracle, I heard a police officer asking for IDs and driver's licenses. I wanted to yell
Start
for
yelling.
help, but nothing came out.
Just
Just then, I heard 3 to 4 gunshots. I heard another cop yelling,
Man down! Man down! Shots fired!
I was begging the cop to find me. Then I heard the cop searching the car. I was feeling joy as my pain was growing worse. Seconds felt like hours. The officer then opened the car's trunk and suddenly started firing at me out of a fight or flight response. Thankfully, the bullets missed. The officer quickly caught up to the fact that I was kidnapped and injured. He called for backup immediately, and it arrived in minutes.
So he shot all
They
them
placed the
rounds and
injured
didn't hit
officer
him?
onto a
What?
gurney and drove off in an ambulance. Finally, when the scene was safe,
hell?
they called another ambulance for me. I woke up in the
Somebody called an
hospital.
ambulance!
The news media was everywhere. I was fine after a few days, but later learned that the officer that was shot didn't make it. I don't know if those men are still alive or rotting away in a prison for killing an officer. I don't want to know what would have happened if those officers hadn't stopped the car.
You bleeding from the butt.
What am my mother? What am my mother? He bleeding from the butt. Ah! Sorry.
This happened when I was 17 years old. I would go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week and ride the bus home. It was a Sunday and I had just missed my bus, so I had to wait longer for another one. I would have called my parents, but they were out for the evening, and taxis charged more, so I decided to sit and wait in the bus shelter. It was a cold night and snow had just started peppering the ground. My bus was taking longer than usual, so I got my phone out and listened to some music. Almost an hour had passed. It was freezing and I hadn't seen anyone at all. That was until I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. It was a creepy guy dressed in thick layers of clothing, walking slowly towards me. I knew staring at him would draw more attention, so I just focused on my phone. He sat down at the other end of the shelter and just stared at me. There was something off about him. He seemed like he was either drunk or on drugs. He then asked,
What does the boss do?
His teeth.
I took out my earphones and said, I think it's delayed because of the snow. He stared at me for a while and started mumbling to himself. He was really starting to creep me out, so I pretended to be on my phone. After a couple of minutes, I took another look. He'd moved closer to me. I looked away for a second, then heard the sound of him sliding even closer. I turned to him and said,
You okay there?
He stared at me with glossy eyes, lifted his arm and leaned towards me. Immediately, I grabbed my bag and ran as he fell to the ground. I ran down the road, trying my hardest not to look back. I kept going until I got to the next bus stop. I turned around to check to see if he was there. He was gone, so I went to sit down.
What if Roy
Feeling
just wanted a
relieved,
hug?
I rested my head on the back of the glass and waited for the bus.
He was just sad as hell and needed a hug on a snowy night.
Yes.
I jolted and turned around to see the same guy staring at me through the glass.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Then he started walking around the shelter towards me.
Nah, he's freaky.
I'm warning you, stay back.
I yelled
I'm warning
in panic as I was
you!
backing up. I wanted to run, but
You're
I
on
left my
thin
bag
ice,
in the
pal.
shelter and I couldn't.
Bro, he looked like... Bro, he looked like the Titan off Attack on Titan, Damn, bro, what's the name of it? The Beast Titan. He looks like the Beast Titan. Like, look at his player build, his shoulders. What the fuck? Oh, God. Damn. There you go, right there. Yo, you didn't see him? There you go, right there. Right there. Bro. Bro, what the fuck? This nigga cut herself with the alarm. So did you cut yourself with a knife or did you cut yourself with the alarm? And you threw it outside to break it. Why would you break the alarm? What did the alarm do to you? You cut yourself on the alarm. Dweeb. No, I'm just playing. Tuna, Iowa. mm, yeah. Mm. What? What even is that? What the fuck? Bro. La 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 la. Bro, can I not change the like thing? What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Are they talking? Wait, what do you mean? You can't hear? Bro. Don't tell me. The audio has not been playing this whole time.
It's over.
It ain't no way.
It ain't no way. It ain't no way.
Bro, what? I could have sworn I turned that shit on.
And chase them.
We're fucking 17 minutes in, bro. What? Where's my other phone at, bro? It ain't no way. It ain't no way. Let me see, bro. Cause ain't no goddamn way to. Ain't no way, car. Bro, let me see.
A young girl who was 12 to 13 by the...
It was playing. It was playing. Okay, now what the hell? I don't know.
Them down and tried to hurt them. They said my eyes were red to the point where they thought I was bleeding from them. They said I sounded like a different person.
Who is
In
they?
2011, that was the last time I saw the top hat wearing man. I just moved into a
demon
new
was
apartment,
inside of
and
him?
after a long, stressful day of unpacking, I took a shower and got ready for bed. As I started to drift off, I could feel that cold feeling again. I lifted my head and saw the man standing in front of me. The man's eyes were
His
red
ass
now.
seeing red.
With a low voice, just like on that November night, it looked at me and said,
Never leave. Always here.
Okay, like, leave me alone. Where your mama at?
Leave me alone. Alright, last one, last one.
During my holiday, I spent about 3 weeks in Japan.
I'm gonna make Dubai.
I arrived
afterwards.
pretty late, so I couldn't check into the hotel that I initially booked, so I booked the cheapest hotel that I could find nearby. Aesthetically, it was quite nice, but it did have easy access to the building, meaning anyone could come in and go to any room as they please. Plus, there was no security in sight. After arriving in my room, I ordered some food and watched some TV. I was still pretty jet-lagged from the flight, so I started to get ready for bed. As I was falling asleep, I felt the urge to double-check the door just to see if it was locked. I didn't think anything was going to happen, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Real.
About 5 minutes after I checked the door, I heard footsteps outside. Initially, I thought it was someone leaving their room, but the footsteps started to pick up speed. The sound started getting louder and louder, and I started to freak out a little. All of a sudden, the sound stopped. I looked at the light shining through the bottom of my door, and there was a shadow of a person. At first, I thought it was room service, but it was too late for that. Or maybe it was some drunk idiot who was at the wrong room. As soon as I switched my light on, the shadow disappeared. I was confused, but I reluctantly went back
Get
to
a
bed.
knife.
That's when I saw.
You should get a knife. If you see that, I'm getting a knife. Like,
Suddenly heard scratching coming from my door, so I immediately turned my light on and shouted,
Who's there?
After a moment of silence, I heard the footsteps slowly fade away. At this point, I was thinking it could be some kids messing around, so I got up opened the door, and peeked my head outside. I glanced in both directions down the dark and slim hallways. That's when my heart stopped. A man emerged from the darkness and ran erratically towards me. His face was contorted as he screamed, and I could see he was holding a knife in his right hand. As he got closer, I could see him more clearly. He had disgusting long, dirty
What
hair.
the
His
hell?
clothes were ripped, and he had cuts
Jeff
and bruises
Killer.
all over. I quickly slammed my door and pressed against it, praying that the man would just go away. After what felt like hours, I finally gathered my courage and looked through the peephole. He was gone. I let out a sigh of relief and checked the peephole again. My heart started pumping faster than ever before. He was right in front of the door. He was wearing a maniacal smile on his face, and all of a sudden he raised his knife and yelled, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" I jumped back and kept my eyes locked on the back of the door. as I
The
backed
piano
up.
gun.
I grabbed my phone and started dialing the police. As I raised the phone to my ear, I saw that the shadow was gone. When the police arrived, I tried to explain what happened, and they checked the security cameras. They almost immediately recognized the man. He had been doing this to people for a while now, and the police had been trying to track him down for months. After a long night of no sleep, I finally arrived at the right hotel that I had booked initially in Tokyo. That creepy guy was still on my mind, but I thought the chances of him being here were pretty slim, so I didn't bother locking my door that night. At 12:05 a.m.,
Are you
I woke up
serious?
to a big bang next to me.
Are you serious right now?
I turned around to see the same guy passed out on the floor with a knife in hand.
Bro.
I was in shock.
Wait, what?
How did he find me? I quickly ran out of the room and locked him inside. The cops came and he was finally arrested. Let's just say I'm always going to be locking my doors from now on.
Not lock your door in the first place. I don't care if I'm the last person on earth.
Boy, what the hell? What?
Alright,
Time to
time to
lie.
say goodbye.
Alright.
Time to say goodbye.